Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well. Let's get into this week's lesson. This is a quick video on how to log into Code.org. Some of the students were having difficulty. Please remember to log into Code.org so I could see your work and that your work could be saved. You're going to click on sign in on the top here. So when you're at Code.org, if you're on any page of Code.org, a course page or even this page, you just click sign in on the top. That will bring you to this page. From here, you're going to click Continue with Google. Now over here, you may have to use another account. On this page, you're going to put your NYC student accounts, and you have to put at nycstudents.net. Okay, so put in your NYC student account and make sure you put it at nycstudents.net. You click Next. That will bring you to TeachHub. Once you're at TeachHub, you log in as you normally do with TeachHub, and then that will bring you back to Code.org. So here we are on Course B of Code.org, and this is the course for first graders. And from this page, you can also click Sign In. So again, you can click Sign In over here if you would like. You can click Sign In. And just as we spoke about previously in the video, you can do Continue with Google, and you put in your NYC student account, and then you will be brought to TeachHub and you can log in, and then you will be brought back to this page. So Code.org is going to be our focus in November and December before we move on to Scratch Junior. And this week we're going to work on sequencing with Angry Birds. So I want to make the students aware of two terms real quick. The first term is algorithm. So algorithm is the list of steps to complete a task. So if I was going to make a peanut butter jelly sandwich and I said, I'm going to teach somebody who's never made a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, I have to teach them the steps because you don't want them to get confused. If they get confused, they put the peanut butter on the wrong side of the bread and they forget to put the jelly on, and it just is not coming out right. So the algorithm is the list of steps. So I would have to tell a person, well, first you get your peanut butter, and then you have your jelly, then you get your 2 slices of bread. Next, you take your knife and you put it in the peanut butter. Then you put the peanut butter on the bread. Then you get a spoon. You put it on the jelly. You put it on the other side of the bread. And you spread it out. And then you put the 2 sides of the bread together so that the peanut butter is touching the jelly. And then you can eat your sandwich. So it's very important when you're doing the algorithm, the list of steps, that you make it very detailed because you don't want somebody to be confused. So we always give our list of steps in the right order, and you always have to be very specific so that the person doesn't get confused. And a similar term is sequence. Sequence means the order that the steps are done in. So the sequence means first I do this, next I do that, third I do this. So sequence is the order that things are done in, and the algorithm is the list of steps. Step 1, do this. Step 2, do that. So now we're going to make our algorithm in our Angry Birds, okay? Because that's our list of steps. So you could watch the video. Please watch the video on your own, and I'll walk you through some of these here. So for these here, we're going to run a computer program, okay? Now, a program is an algorithm on a computer, and an algorithm is a list of steps. The program is the list of, the algorithm is the list of steps, and it's done by a computer to complete tasks. So here what we have to do is we have to get the Angry Bird to the pig. Now he needs his instructions. He needs to know what to do. So we're going to tell him to go east. Okay. So the E stands for east, which is this way. Okay. The arrow going this way. This way will be east. North is up. West is this way to the left, and south is down. So we're giving him instructions. So when we run our program, when we click run, he's going to go east. So let's take a look. We click run, and he goes east. Okay, and then we'll go to the next one. So now we need to give him a little bit more steps. So we can't just tell him to go east, because let's see if we just go east. What's missing? He needs more. He needs more east. We got to be specific with our algorithm, our list of steps. He needs 2 east. Now with this one here, the code is already given with 2 gray blocks. So these blocks cannot be moved. So we cannot delete them. They don't let us delete them. They don't let us take them away. We have to use those two. So we can run our program through step one at a time to see how it goes. So we go step, we go step, and now what else do we need to do? We need to go to the top. So we're going to talk about this later, but this is debugging when you look for an error in your code. And you click reset, and then let's do it again. Let's run our program again. And our program, when we run, the instructions to go east, east, and then north. Now we have the next one. So this one, they give us our code, and there's an error in our code. So let's see what happens when we run the code. But what was the problem though? It says that we used extra blocks. So let's try it again, because we used 5 blocks and they want us to only use 4. Okay, so see that orange 5? That means those are the blocks that we used. They want us to only use 4. So let's take a look. First we go south, then we go west, and then we go west. So we could take this block and throw it in the garbage because we don't need that block. Now let's look at this one. Can you figure out which block you need to add to the bottom of the other blocks to finish this code? And if you ever get stuck, you could always click on the light bulb and they'll help you. So let's take a look. We can do one at a time. We go step, and our program, our algorithm first step is to go east. Next step is to go east. And then what do we need to do? Which way? South. We'll go down. We click reset, and then we run our program. Let's continue. Now try this one by yourself. The Angry Bird is here, and he has to go this way. Let's take a look. He's got to go 1, 2, west. Okay, so he needs to know which way to go, so we point him like this. Okay, so that's this section, the first section from Code.org.